Welcome everyone. Today's focus, AI security ethics and responsible innovation. I'm Dr. Mir Kareem, your guide for this crucial topic. Ethics is the bedrock of responsible AI. Our goal? To equip you with the knowledge and tools to navigate this evolving landscape. Why is ethics so important in AI security? Because the stakes have never been higher. The decisions made today will shape the future of security. 71% of security professionals are concerned about the explainability of AI security decisions. Organizations with strong AI ethics frameworks experience fewer security incidents. 82% of consumers trust companies with ethical AI practices. We need to bridge this gap urgently. This lecture will equip you with the tools to navigate the ethical landscape of AI security. We'll delve into the core principles and frameworks guiding responsible AI. You'll learn to identify and address ethical challenges throughout the AI security lifecycle. By the end, you'll be able to evaluate AI security solutions through an ethical lens. It's about making responsible decisions when the stakes are high. Ethical AI fosters trust. It minimizes risks and enhances effectiveness. Neglecting ethics can be disastrous. Public backlash, reputational damage, legal repercussions, and talent drain are real threats. Balancing security with privacy, automation with human dignity, and transparency with security are not easy questions. The decisions we make today will determine the future we build. Humanity has grappled with ethical dilemmas for centuries. Consequentialism judges actions by their outcomes. Deontology emphasizes duties and rights above outcomes. Virtue ethics focuses on cultivating moral character. Care ethics emphasizes relationships, compassion, and minimizing harm. It's about building security solutions that protect without causing undue burden. AI security demands a more tailored approach. Beneficence dictates that AI security systems should enhance human well-being. Non-maleficence emphasizes avoiding foreseeable harm. Autonomy centers on respecting human freedom and self-determination. Justice and fairness demand that AI security systems treat individuals and groups equitably. We must strive to create systems that enhance security for all. Ethical frameworks provide valuable guidance, but they rarely offer easy answers. The real challenge lies in navigating the gray areas. How much surveillance is justified in the name of safety? What decisions should remain under human control? Each situation requires careful consideration and a willingness to engage in open dialogue. Let's turn our attention to the specific principles that guide responsible AI development. Transparency and explainability are paramount. Responsibility and accountability go hand in hand with transparency. Privacy and data governance are essential considerations. Robustness, security, and safety are paramount in any security system. Ensuring the integrity and resilience of AI security systems is essential. Translating ethical principles into concrete actions requires practical frameworks. The NIST AI Risk Management Framework provides a structured approach to managing risks. IEE's framework emphasizes human well-being and accountability. The EU's ethics guidelines for trustworthy AI focus on human agency and oversight. OECD AI principles emphasize inclusive growth and human-centered values. These principles offer a high-level framework for international cooperation. Security applications present unique ethical dilemmas. Proportionality is crucial in security ethics. Informed consent is essential when deploying AI security systems. Dual-use concerns are particularly salient in AI security. Power asymmetries require careful consideration and ethical conduct. Democratic values must be at the forefront of our minds. Ethical considerations manifest throughout the entire lifespan of an AI security system. The design and planning stage is where we define the system's purpose. Development translates ethical principles into tangible code. Testing and validation identify and rectify flaws. Deployment marks the opening night, where the system interacts with the world. Operation and monitoring represent the ongoing performance, ensuring fairness and effectiveness. Each step in the AI security lifecycle presents its own set of ethical hurdles, demanding careful consideration and often requiring us to make difficult choices. There are rarely easy answers, and the path forward often involves navigating a complex web of competing values and potential harms. During design and planning, the very definition of what constitutes a security threat can be ethically fraught. Biases can creep in, leading to systems that disproportionately target certain groups or behaviors. Similarly, the choice of metrics for evaluating system success can inadvertently incentivize outcomes that conflict with ethical values, such as prioritizing efficiency over fairness. The development stage presents challenges related to data selection and algorithmic bias. Training datasets often reflect existing societal biases, which can be amplified by AI systems if not carefully addressed. Similarly, algorithms themselves can perpetuate or even exacerbate these biases if not designed with fairness and equity in mind. Testing and validation are not immune from ethical pitfalls either. Testing datasets may not be representative of the diverse populations the system will interact with in the real world, leading to a false sense of security. Furthermore, focusing solely on technical performance metrics can overlook subtle but significant ethical implications, such as disparate impact on different user groups. Deployment brings a new set of challenges. Transparency is paramount, but how much information is enough to ensure informed consent without overwhelming users or compromising security? Similarly, providing opt-out mechanisms is crucial. But what happens when those choices disadvantage certain individuals or erode the effectiveness of the system as a whole? Operation and monitoring require constant vigilance for unintended consequences. Systems that perform well in controlled environments may behave unpredictably when faced with the complexities of the real world. Furthermore, feedback mechanisms must be accessible and responsive to ensure that concerns are heard and addressed promptly. Updates and evolution present a constant challenge to maintaining ethical integrity. New features may introduce new vulnerabilities or exacerbate existing biases. Retraining models on new datasets can inadvertently introduce fresh biases or erode the effectiveness of previous ethical safeguards. Decommissioning, often an overlooked stage, is ethically crucial. Data collected by AI security systems can be highly sensitive, and its disposal requires careful consideration. Similarly, dismantling a system without preserving valuable knowledge gained during its operation can lead to repeating past mistakes. Navigating this ethical minefield requires a proactive and multifaceted approach. It's not enough to simply be aware of these challenges. We must actively integrate ethical considerations into every stage of the AI security lifecycle, from the initial spark of an idea to the final sunset of a system's operational life. Ethical impact assessments provide a structured framework for identifying, evaluating, and mitigating potential harms throughout a system's lifespan. By systematically considering the impact on all stakeholders, identifying potential biases, and developing strategies to mitigate risks, these assessments can help us steer clear of ethical pitfalls. Diverse development teams are essential for ensuring that a wide range of perspectives are considered throughout the design and development process. Including individuals from different backgrounds, disciplines, and lived experiences can help identify blind spots and challenge assumptions that might otherwise go unnoticed. Transparency and explainability should be built into the very architecture of AI security systems. This means using interpretable models whenever possible, providing clear explanations for decisions made by the system, and documenting the development process thoroughly. When users and overseers understand how a system works, they are more likely to trust it and use it responsibly. Accountability mechanisms are crucial for ensuring that someone is responsible when things go wrong. This includes establishing clear lines of responsibility, developing robust incident response plans, and creating avenues for redress when individuals are harmed by AI security systems. Ongoing monitoring and evaluation are essential for ensuring that systems continue to operate ethically over time. This means tracking key performance metrics across diverse user groups, monitoring for emergent biases, and being prepared to adjust systems or even decommission them if they prove to be unethical or harmful. The journey toward ethical AI security is not a destination, but an ongoing process of learning, adapting, and striving to create a future where these powerful technologies enhance our security without compromising our values. It's a journey that demands our full attention, our unwavering commitment, and our collective wisdom to navigate successfully. In the next section, we'll examine practical tools and frameworks that can help us along this path. Imagine a skyscraper built without a solid foundation. It might stand for a while, but its future is precarious. The same principle applies to AI security systems. Building ethics into the very foundation of these systems, not as an afterthought, is paramount to ensuring their long-term viability and positive impact. This proactive approach, known as ethics by design, is about weaving ethical considerations into the very fabric of AI security, not merely applying a superficial ethical veneer after the fact. It's about anticipating and addressing potential harms before they materialize, shaping the trajectory of these technologies towards a future where they serve humanity, not the other way around. Ethics by design rests on the understanding that technology is not inherently neutral. The choices we make during the design and development process, from the data we use to train algorithms to the interfaces we create for human interaction, inevitably embed values and assumptions that shape how these systems operate in the real world. By being mindful of these choices, we can steer AI security towards a more ethical and beneficial future. This proactive approach stands in stark contrast to reactive approaches, where ethics is often relegated to a checklist of compliance requirements or a band-aid applied after a crisis has already erupted. By then, the damage is often already done, trust is eroded, and the potential benefits of these technologies are overshadowed by their unintended consequences. Ethics by design calls for a fundamental shift in mindset. It's about moving beyond a narrow focus on technical performance metrics and embracing a broader perspective that considers the societal impact of our creations. It's about recognizing that the true measure of success for AI security lies not just in its ability to protect us from threats, but also in its ability to uphold our values and contribute to a more just and equitable world. Navigating the ethical landscape of AI security requires more than good intentions. It demands a structured and systematic approach. Ethical Impact Assessment, or EIA, provides a valuable compass for this journey, helping us chart a course through the complex terrain of potential harms and competing values. Just as an environmental impact assessment evaluates the potential ecological consequences of a project, an EIA systematically examines the ethical implications of an AI security system throughout its entire lifecycle. It's a process of asking hard questions, identifying potential risks, and developing strategies to mitigate those risks before they escalate into real-world harms. The EIA process typically begins by identifying all stakeholders who might be affected by the system, directly or indirectly. This includes not just the intended users, but also those whose data might be collected, analyzed, or acted upon by the system, as well as those who might experience the downstream consequences of its decisions. Next, the EIA delves into the potential impact of the system on a range of ethical values, such as fairness, privacy, transparency, accountability, and human autonomy. This involves analyzing how the system might inadvertently perpetuate existing biases, erode privacy, or undermine human control over critical decisions. Once potential risks have been identified, the EIA process moves towards developing mitigation strategies. This might involve adjusting algorithms to reduce bias, implementing privacy-preserving techniques, or establishing clear lines of human oversight and accountability. Crucially, EIA is not a one-time box-checking exercise. It's an iterative process that should be revisited throughout the system's lifecycle, from initial design to eventual decommissioning. As the system evolves, new ethical challenges may emerge, requiring ongoing assessment and adaptation. By providing a structured framework for anticipating and addressing ethical concerns, EIA empowers developers, policymakers, and other stakeholders to make more informed decisions about the development and deployment of AI security technologies. It's a vital tool for ensuring that these powerful tools are used responsibly and ethically, harnessing their potential for good while minimizing the risk of unintended harms. Ethical impact assessment provides a valuable roadmap, but truly embedding ethics in AI security requires going beyond checklists and compliance exercises. It demands a cultural shift, a commitment to weaving ethical considerations into the very DNA of how we design, develop, deploy, and manage these systems. This means fostering a culture of ethical awareness and responsibility within organizations involved in AI security. It's about creating environments where ethical concerns are not just tolerated, but actively encouraged, where diverse perspectives are valued, and where questioning the ethical implications of our work is seen as a sign of strength, not weakness. Training and education are essential for equipping developers, engineers, and other practitioners with the knowledge and skills to identify and address ethical challenges throughout the AI security lifecycle. This includes not just technical training on topics like fairness-aware machine learning and privacy-preserving technologies, but also broader education on ethical frameworks, responsible innovation principles, and the societal impact of AI. Transparency and open communication are crucial for building trust and accountability. This means being upfront about the limitations of AI security systems, clearly explaining how they work and what data they collect, and providing mechanisms for users to understand and contest decisions made by these systems. Collaboration across disciplines is essential for addressing the complex ethical challenges posed by AI security. Bringing together ethicists, social scientists, legal experts, and other non-technical perspectives alongside engineers and computer scientists can help ensure that these systems are developed and deployed in a manner that aligns with human values and societal needs. Ultimately, embedding ethics in AI security is not a technical challenge, it's a human challenge. It requires us to reflect on our values, confront our biases, and engage in open and honest dialogue about the kind of future we want to create with these powerful technologies. It's a journey that demands our full attention, our unwavering commitment, and our collective wisdom. Let's move on to explore real-world case studies that illustrate both the promises and pitfalls of AI security, providing valuable lessons for navigating this complex landscape. Theory is essential, but nothing illustrates the complexities of AI security ethics quite like real-world examples. By examining cases where things went wrong and where innovation thrived ethically, we glean invaluable lessons for navigating this challenging landscape. Consider the case of a predictive policing algorithm deployed in a major city. Designed to anticipate crime hotspots and allocate resources accordingly, the system inadvertently amplified existing biases. Trained on historical crime data that reflected decades of over-policing in marginalized communities, the algorithm directed police presence disproportionately towards these areas, perpetuating a vicious cycle of over-surveillance and distrust. In another case, a social media company implemented an AI-powered system to detect and remove hate speech. While well-intentioned, the system struggled to grasp the nuances of language and context, often flagging harmless posts as offensive while allowing subtle forms of hate speech to slip through the cracks. This resulted in accusations of censorship and bias, highlighting the challenges of automating content moderation without perpetuating existing inequalities. These cautionary tales underscore the importance of rigorous ethical scrutiny throughout the AI security lifecycle. They remind us that even well-intentioned technologies can have unintended consequences, especially when deployed without careful consideration of their potential impact on different communities. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are also inspiring examples of AI security innovations that have been developed and deployed ethically, demonstrating that it's possible to harness the power of these technologies for good while mitigating the risks. One such example involves the use of AI-powered malware detection systems trained on vast datasets of both malicious and benign software. These systems have proven remarkably effective at identifying and neutralizing new threats, significantly bolstering cybersecurity defenses without resorting to privacy-invasive surveillance techniques. Another promising application is the use of AI to enhance cybersecurity awareness training. By tailoring educational content to individual learning styles and simulating real-world phishing attacks, these systems can help individuals make more informed decisions about online security, empowering them to become active participants in their own digital safety. These success stories provide a beacon of hope, demonstrating that ethical AI security is not an oxymoron, but a goal well within our reach. By learning from both our failures and successes, we can chart a course towards a future where these powerful technologies enhance our security without compromising our values. Perhaps no other technology embodies the ethical tightrope walk of AI security quite like facial recognition. While touted for its potential to enhance security and deter crime, facial recognition has also been plagued by concerns about bias, privacy invasion, and its potential for misuse by authoritarian regimes. One of the most pressing concerns is the documented bias of many facial recognition systems, particularly against people of color, women, and transgender individuals. These systems are often trained on datasets that are not representative of the diversity of human faces, leading to higher error rates for certain demographic groups. This can result in misidentification by law enforcement, leading to wrongful arrests, and exacerbating existing racial and social injustices. Beyond bias, facial recognition raises profound concerns about privacy and the erosion of anonymity in public spaces. The widespread deployment of these systems, particularly by governments and law enforcement agencies, has the potential to chill free speech and assembly, as individuals may be less likely to exercise their rights if they know they are constantly being watched and identified. Furthermore, the use of facial recognition for emotion detection, a highly controversial application, raises alarm bells about the potential to infer emotional states and intentions from facial expressions, a notoriously unreliable practice that could lead to discriminatory or unfair treatment. Despite these concerns, the use of facial recognition continues to proliferate, often with little transparency or accountability. This underscores the urgent need for robust regulation, ethical guidelines, and public discourse to ensure that these powerful technologies are used responsibly and ethically, if at all. We must carefully weigh the potential benefits of facial recognition against its significant risks, acknowledging that its deployment, even for seemingly benign purposes, can have far-reaching and potentially irreversible consequences for privacy, equality, and fundamental freedoms. One of the most potent weapons in the fight for ethical AI security is transparency. When developers, policymakers, and law enforcement agencies operate in the shadows, concealing their algorithms, data sources, and decision-making processes, distrust festers, and the potential for abuse multiplies. Transparency begins with open communication about how AI security systems work, what data they collect, and how they use that data to make decisions. This information should be readily available to the public, not buried in obscure technical documents or hidden behind non-disclosure agreements. Explainability is another crucial aspect of transparency. It's not enough to simply disclose the existence of an AI security system. We must also strive to make its decision-making processes understandable to those who are affected by it. This is particularly important when these systems are used in high-stakes contexts, such as law enforcement or border control, where the consequences of errors or bias can be severe. Accountability mechanisms are essential for ensuring that those who develop and deploy AI security systems are held responsible for their impact. This includes establishing clear lines of responsibility, creating avenues for redress when individuals are harmed by these systems, and conducting regular audits to ensure that they are operating ethically and effectively. Public engagement is crucial for building trust and ensuring that AI security technologies are developed and deployed in a manner that aligns with societal values. This means involving the public in discussions about the ethical implications of these technologies, soliciting feedback on proposed applications, and creating mechanisms for ongoing dialogue and oversight. Transparency alone is not a panacea. However, it's an essential prerequisite for building trust, fostering accountability, and ensuring that AI security technologies are used responsibly and ethically. By shining a light on the development and deployment of these systems, we can help ensure that they serve humanity, not the other way around. We've journeyed through the complex landscape of AI security ethics. From foundational principles to real-world challenges, we've explored the multifaceted dimensions of this rapidly evolving field. Now, as we stand at the cusp of a future increasingly intertwined with intelligent systems, it's time to reflect on the key takeaways and chart a course toward a future where AI security empowers, not endangers, humanity. The central message is this: we, as humans, are the ultimate firewall in the age of AI security. Technology can be a powerful tool, but it's our values, our judgment, and our unwavering commitment to ethical conduct that will determine whether these tools are used for good or ill. Remember, ethical AI security is not an optional add-on or a box to be ticked. It's an ongoing process, a continuous loop of reflection, adaptation, and engagement. It's about weaving ethical considerations into the very fabric of how we design, develop, deploy, and manage these systems. As we move forward, let's carry with us the following principles. Embrace a human-centered approach. AI security should always prioritize human well-being, fairness, and autonomy. We must resist the allure of technological solutionism and instead design systems that empower individuals and communities. Champion transparency and accountability. Black box systems breed distrust and suspicion. We must demand transparency about how AI security systems work, what data they collect, and how they make decisions. Accountability mechanisms are crucial for ensuring that those who develop and deploy these systems are held responsible for their impact. Foster diversity and inclusion. The development of AI security technologies should reflect the diversity of the communities they are designed to serve. Diverse teams, inclusive design practices, and ongoing engagement with impacted communities are essential for mitigating bias and ensuring that these systems benefit everyone. Embrace continuous learning and adaptation. The ethical landscape of AI security is not static. It's constantly evolving as technology advances and our understanding of its societal impact matures. We must embrace a mindset of continuous learning, remaining vigilant for unintended consequences, and adapting our approaches accordingly. The future of AI security is not predetermined. It's ours to shape. By embracing ethical principles, prioritizing human values, and working together, we can harness the power of these technologies to create a safer, more secure, and more just world for all. Let's be the guardians of a future where AI empowers, not endangers, humanity. Let's be the human firewall.